say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And that was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition.
Feeling like it's me against the world, but I can give a fuck who my opponent is. This game and I came here to change it. Big my belief, now they calling me dangerous. Taking a throne and I'm gonna maintain it. I gotta go down to just one of the greatest.
Takes flight, going down. Clear the deck. Deck cleared.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, Commissioner Adam Silver is continuing to push for the creation of an in-season tournament. He says the notion is to steal a page from European soccer. It's not the Larry O'Brien trophy, but something secondary that teams care about. Something you'd see players go into that extra gear for. Kevin, back to you.
That's pretty intriguing, DA. It's an interesting story, and we thank you for giving it to us. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Nurkic, the pivot, with Grant at the other post spot. Simons and Hart are your wingmen, and it's Lillard in at the point. And for the Grizzlies, at the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. Then it's Morant, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Nurkic setting the pick for Simons. Shoots over Adams, and it's Morant with the rebound. Beyond the arc. No good that time, and it's Portland the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
The turnover margin was well within their favor, and you have to point to that ferocious D they played as the biggest factor in that win.
Here's Morant. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Golden State.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Morant against Grant. And here's Brooks from outside. And it's Portland with the rebound. Hey, Greg, talking about the great John Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Jaw's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy could do anything.
Here's Brooks after the Trailblazers pick up 2. For 3, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Grant. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but through contact, he'll head to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And it's great to see Grant take on a bigger role over time. Now a real focal point of this offense.
And Grant drops them both.
And in his 7th season in the league, Jeremy Grant took a huge step forward. The scoring output went way up.
Yeah, and there's some recognition around that. He got some first-place votes for most improved player, and that's pretty impressive for a guy in the middle of his career. So the work ethic paying off, and he's desiring to get better.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him. Lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 8 points. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to Golden State. Lillard, the pass to Grant. Nurkic setting the pick for Grant. Now Simons. Offensive rebound.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Lillard misses. For Memphis, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Morant with it, now guarded by Nurkic, and finished off by Morant.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
We've got 1:48 left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Simons. Simons with the screen on Morant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Anthony Simons. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Memphis leading by 4. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Jones against Lillard. Lock at 6. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Winslow.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Lillard. He's coming off a 34-point game against Denver.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Brooks finds Clark. Back to Brooks. On the wing, Williams. Lets it go with a 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Portland, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
That free throw good from Lillard.
There's so many qualities of a lead guard that Damian Lillard possesses on the floor, in the locker room. He really, truly sets the standard. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
His touches left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
This one for 3. And it's in. He nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies lining a 5th. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the 3-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Morant, he's checked in for Tyus Jones. Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. The Trailblazers 3rd.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Morant with the steal. They've got John Morant. Jackson is out there with Williams. And it's Conchar in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. And finished off by Morant.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Trailblazers trail by 17. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Phillips says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. Memphis leading by 19, and for so long, the Blazers have had great guard play.
Yeah, Lillard and McCollum with a great tandem back there, but defensively there were some gaps, and now it's Lillard and Simon, so they've gotten even a little bit smaller. This has been a strength of the Blazers for a decade now, and it just comes at you in a little bit different package.
Yep, it counts.
Well, crucial that Grant becomes more and more effective at draining those kind of shots.
Morant against Simon. Out to the right wing. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Inside, Nurkic. And the rejection by Jackson. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Nurkic setting the pick for Hart. Takes it inside. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
You know, Nurkic has such a big, wide body, it's best if he uses it to help free up some guys on the screen.
Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Morant against Simon. Kicks it out to Grant. The three. It's rebounded by Memphis. And they double up Morant. To the wing right side. Puts up a three. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And Memphis making a change here.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Jackson. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's around 14 points per game and 5 rebounds. And you talk about a difference maker. He's a factor inside with his length and activity.
When you look at bigs, you talk to them about 2 key components: protect the rim and pound the glass. And intimidation, that helps too.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
That's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the score by Memphis.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Morant surveying the D. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Now, here's Simons. 14 points from him the last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Here's Sharp. Nurkic trying to get open. And it's Sharp missing. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. A floater. Chalk up 2 there. Morant's got 28 points for the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Simons wide open. He'll fight. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Well, whether the shots are wide open or contested, he's just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
Here's what Portland has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Friday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Portland again missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Wow, hammering it in.
Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
And for Portland, they're shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Here's Grant. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Jackson. And he banks in the layup.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Simons surveying the D. Here's Grant. Bank shot, no good.
He wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
Jones for 3, and again it's Memphis with the 3.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Greetings, everybody. We love exciting. And this game is delivered as we've seen two top players battling mano a mano.
You look at this matchup at the point guard position, so much talent in this position in the league. You've got your work cut out for you every single night, Ernie.
The skill game taking center stage. Moving along, let's talk about the great first half of play we saw from Ja Morant.
He's really on a roll, isn't he? Once a guy gets in rhythm, it can be hard to shake him out of it. We'll see what the defense has planned for him in the second half.
So far, it seems like they're just hoping he'll run out of steam. Not a great strategy if you ask anyone. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
On the court for the Trailblazers, at lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Their forwards, it's Hart and Grant. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim. And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jackson kicks to Adams. Morant outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools, and Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out, now living up to that massive potential.
And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
On average, 4 to 6 coaching changes happen after every regular season, and in 2021 the Trailblazers parted ways with their coach after 9 seasons, and Chauncey Billups was brought in as their new leader.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Well, we know, Brent, the Blazers front office really seems to like Coach Chauncey Billups. They feel he brings a certain toughness to that team.
Yeah, the accountability part is what they lean on with Chauncey, and obviously a great connection in the point guard mentality between Chauncey and Damian Lillard, but immediately a lot of respect given to him because of how he carried himself in his career. So it's been a welcome change for the organization, and we'll see if they can build upon last year.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Williams comes in for Dylan Brooks.
And trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game, 1 in each half.
To the left wing. Here's Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
And the 0 Damian Lillard wears on his jersey is more than just a number to him.
Yeah, Greg, we know that represents the letter O, as Dame grew up in Oakland, went to college in Ogden, and became an NBA star in Oregon. Oh my, that's a lot of O's.
Jones checked in for John Morant.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And finished off by Williams.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Jones, no luck. Portland's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And it's Lillard missing.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out trying to win this game.
That shot wide open. Williams has got 5 points now this quarter.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Here's the screen. Lillard from outside. The offensive rebound. Can't cash in from close range.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Conchar. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Oh, the leaping ability of Sharp becoming a factor. This rookie flies up for the alley-oop.
Passes it to Clark. To the right side. Latrey. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Lillard against Jones. Lillard misses.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
There's the screen. Nobody near Lillard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And Portland making a change here. Grant's checked in. The Trailblazers shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Now, here's Sharp. Not a lot of room. Winslow's shot is off. And here are the Grizzlies now. Here's Conchar. He's got 11. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
Got it up. To beat the clock. Count it! He caught it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Brooks from outside. Drills it from outside. Brooks has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And for Portland, Sharp out there with Johnson. Then there's Brown. Then it's Winslow. And it's Butler in at the center, filling out the middle. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Grizzlies. Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Here's Sharp. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Kicks it to Winslow. Over to the left wing. Shoots it up. Sharp. That's good.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
For the three, Chandler. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
On the wing, Johnson. In the corner, Winslow with it. No good from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Brooks outside. And it's Justice Winslow with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Eubanks, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Chandler scanning the floor. It's hauled in by Brown. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Johnson in the corner. Launches it. It's rebounded by Memphis. Covered by Winslow. And here's Brooks from outside. No good that time.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Winslow shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. There's the pass to Brooks. Good on the three-point shot. Brooks has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Hart, he's checked in for Portland. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Good, nice job down low. Morant's got 43 points.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
There's Winslow. Simons from outside. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got 3 assists in the game. Memphis has gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Fires from deep. No good, shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pulls up on the wing. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Portland's got some tough luck from three-point range. In the 4th quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And it's Simons missing. For Memphis, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Back to Brooks. Memphis moving it around. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Loads it up there for Morant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I call an elite showman.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Sharp's checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Pass to Eubanks. To the middle. Here's Winslow. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Morant passes to Jones. Loads it up there for Morant. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lillard from outside. Knocked loose. Back to Winslow. Launches a 3. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. "19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Winslow. He's guarded closely. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ja. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got the next man up. When your number is called, just be ready to play. Help us win ball games.
Well, they did that tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.